All right, my minions. Let's discuss fantasy versus reality and setting our children up for success. We should all want the best for our children. We should all want them to succeed, but we got to set them up for success. And before we continue that, accepting donations, accepting clients, come to NemesisGroup. We'll get you right. We'll set you up. We'll set you up for success. All right. So, I get we want to pamper and shield our children from the world, but that's just not healthy. And it's just, it is and is not stupid. While we should be sheltering them from the world, we should also be preparing them for the world. But we parents now want to live in this, and this has been going on for years, want to live in this fantasy and raise their children up in a fantasy. And when reality clashes with that fantasy, don't know what to fucking do, and want to blame everyone and everything around them. But no, you failed as parents. Excuse me, allergies. The fantasy is, in a perfect world, kids won't be hitting each other, and they won't be calling each other's names, and no one's feelings will be hurt, and everything will be all dandy and sunshine and rainbows. There won't be any mean girls, there won't be any mean boys, and everyone will get along, and everybody will respect each other. Everyone will respect each other's differences, and everyone can coexist. And to be perfectly honest, if everyone did that, you know how fucking far along as a society, how advanced as a society we would be? But the reality is, there are mean girls and there are mean boys, and people don't necessarily respect each other. They're going to talk about and make fun of your child. They're going to bully your child. There's a strong chance that your child may get bullied. If you don't prepare your child for that, you don't prepare yourself for that, this is the reason why you have 10-year-olds. There was actually just, I think I heard on the news like a week or two ago, a 10-year-old killed herself because she was being bullied at school. What the fuck? One, where the fuck were the parents at in all this? Because I don't get my goddamn child out of school so goddamn fast before I ever let it get that fucking far. Where's the goddamn school at? And who's not doing shit about this? I'd have sued the shit out of him. If not, somebody would have lost their fucking life. Someone else would have lost their life before my child took hers or took his. Understand that. So you have these weak ass goddamn parents, but again, you're bringing your children up in this fantasy that's not real. In a perfect world, I should be able to leave my house unlocked and my car unlocked, and no one should touch my shit. The reality is, people fucking steal, and it will continue to steal. So if I don't lock my shit up, if it gets stolen, I'm partially to blame for it, even though people don't have no goddamn business touching my shit. But that's just not the reality. And I know there was once a time where you could leave your house and stuff unlocked. That time has come and gone. You've got fucking participation trophies. In a perfect world, yes, everybody can be anything they want to be without even trying, without them to put in work. Everybody's a champion. Yay. And there are no hurt feelings. That's not how society works. That's not how being social works. That's not the social dynamic. You have to earn, you have to work, put in the work. If you're not good at something, put in the work and get better and try harder and keep trying. But you're not doing your children any favors by pampering them and not making them earn and not telling them the truth. You need to put in more work. You need to try harder. I've had my kids come at me before. I'm like, I'm not good at this. Okay, so we're going to work at it. And we worked at it and they got better and now they're good at it. It's that simple. Get yourself a good instructor. I didn't say teacher, I didn't say coach, I said good instructor. A good instructor will be able to relate to your child or relate to you relate to their client, relate to the student, and get them where they need to go. A good educated instructor with common sense who can adapt. Set your child up for success. Prepare your children for the reality of the world that they're living in. And yes, you might be fortunate enough to live in a good neighborhood, and that's great, that's fine. But they might take the wrong turn and end up somewhere else. Things are going wrong at your house, maybe financially or whatever. You might be at risk of losing your job, losing your house, and may not be able to stay in that neighborhood. So guess what? You won't have to have a hard talk with your family about what's what and to prepare them for the tough times that are coming ahead. Instead of trying to pretend like everything is okay until the last goddamn second and now nobody knows what to do. And the walls are closing on everybody. In a perfect world, my children will be safe. But unfortunately, I, like, all of my black viewers, all of Black America, you understand what I'm going to say? People who are not black may not. But we have to have what we call the talk with our children. And that talk is the sad reality of what it is, means, and what it's like to be black and living in America. And what to do in particular when law enforcement comes around. And there's other things that goes into the talk, but the law enforcement part is a big part of it. Because police aren't necessarily going to know or care that my children's father is in law enforcement and security. Or served in the military. Their mother served in the military. They don't know that, probably do not care. All they see is black skin. And I know that's not for everybody, because I'm going to be the first advocate that 99% of police are good police. But there's that 1% out there. And there's a chance that 1% could come in contact with my children. Unfortunately. That is the reality. In a perfect world, I'm not needed. I should be a video game designer. I should not be doing this at all. We don't live in that. So if I don't prepare my children for the world that they're going to have to go into without me, without their parents, if you're not preparing your children for the world that they're going to have to live in without you, you're failing. And you're setting your children up for failure. Teach them the fantasy. Show them the fantasy. Allow them to live in the fantasy. Expose them to the fantasy. But teach them the reality and prepare them for reality. And if you're in denial, you're setting them up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. Let's set our children up for success. Let's leave this world better than where we inherited. I know I'm saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. Let's leave the world better than how we found it, than what was given to us. In the crazy cycles, if you need help, ask for help. It's not hard. The whole concept that it takes a village to raise a child is so fucking true. Come together as a community. Let's do better. All right. Let me know what you think about that. I know that's a hot button topic, with the whole participation trophies and everything. But it's a real issue. Comment down below. Be respectful. Please like and subscribe. Again, accepting donations, accepting clients from the NemesisGroup. We'll set you up for success. Have a good one.